All right, good morning, IHSA football family. It is time now for what you need to know. Deep Dish Football Game of the Week Playoff Round 2, Class 1A. Fulton travels to Ottawa Marquette to take on the Crusaders. And it's going to be a very riveting game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be one of the better games in the state of Illinois for these playoffs. And with two teams, you have Fulton, who we asked we asked how they were going to do the NUIC conference when they joined, and they done wonderful. With Ottawa Marquette, we asked how good could they be, and they did good, except for that one loss against Deer Creek. And they had and I'm not going to lie, they had a pretty easy schedule, but they played some challenging teams, especially Chicago Hope Academy, and they beat Princeville in the first round. Fulton beat El Rabi in the first round. I don't think I think a lot of people thought that El Rabi was going to upset Fulton, which I don't know why they did. I'm more impressed with Fulton's defense. Fulton's defense, I gotta say, I was completely flabbergasted when I watched the game online. Big shout to Fulton Streaming Network, Fulton on YouTube. They did a wonderful job. That defense was swarming sideline to sideline. Great defense, by the way. We go to Ottawa Marquette. Not that much of a surprise with Ottawa Marquette. They beat the Codo in their first game. They had a delay because of heat, which game was on Saturday. I think they moved it to Monday or Tuesday. They won. Chicago Christian was the deep dish football game of the week. Not that big of a surprise to anyone. And they got the win. Then they lost to Deer Creek Mackinac, beat Hayworth, beat Chicago Hope Academy in a big shootout, beat Leroy, beat Walther Christian. Again, no surprise there. I'm from the area. I don't think anybody was surprised that they beat Walther Christian. Beat Chicago Christ King. Fisher, they beat Princeville. Again, besides Hope Academy being that was their next big challenge was Princeville in round one. And they won. And we go to the team of Ottawa Marquette. Alex Graham, a quarterback athlete extraordinary. He's unbelievable. A junior, definitely a kid to name to keep an eye out for. Tommy Durden's having a breakout season. Unbelievable, talented kid. Absolutely killed it at Chicago Christian when I was at the game. Unbelievable, talented. Charlie Mullen, huge name you need to know about. Big time recruit. His brother is playing for Louisville. He's going to be a big time recruit, no doubt about that. Journey Reed, another running back to keep an eye out for as well. Where are you? Bureau Ers, another big lineman to keep an eye out for on that offensive line of Ottawa Marquette. And hopefully I can find the other. Peter McGrath. Peter McGrath is a huge name that you need to know about. Fullback. He is a up and comer for Ottawa Marquette, and especially with that offense. And Fulton's going to have to they're going to have to stop that run first. That's going to be huge for the Fulton Steamers. But again, great team. Julian Alexander. He's a young kid to keep an eye out for as well. They got another wide receiver I'm forgetting about who is also plays a little bit of defensive back. And I'm forgetting where he's at. And Vinny Bastiel, I think he's not going to be playing this week, but he'll be good next year. Definitely a name you'd want to keep an eye out for, no doubt about that. We go to Fulton, and for Fulton, we go into the schedule. I think the big pace game for them was Galena, and they won that game. Dupage, did anyone really think that they were going to win that game? I don't think so. I thought they were going to lose that game to Dupage. Again, Dupage's 3A. And Dupage's just unbelievable. Hoffman at quarterback. They beat Madison, and then they lose to powerhouse Lena Winslow. I don't think to anyone's real surprise. I think Lena Winslow was just too much at that time. They beat Stockton. We go down. And the big game, I think the absolute big game for them, the big launching point for them was when they beat Forston. That was huge. A lot of people didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming. I ate crow on that. But they beat Forston, which was a good win for them. And they beat EPC. They beat Dakota. El Rabi was the big one because a lot of people were picking El Rabi to upset Fulton. And that was one of the very few games where I was like, nah, Fulton's going to win that game. And that's one of the few games that I'm right about. But Fulton absolutely smoked El Rabi 42-0. Great defense, by the way. Fulton's defense, I was completely impressed with. They covered that offense like it was nobody's business. And that was one of the main key points that people were thinking, well, that was the way El Rabi was going to kill Fulton. No way. And Fulton's defense, they really impressed me against El Rabi. All right, so we go to the team. And again, Fulton's offense is unbelievable, and it's smart to very common sense, very logical, nothing too deep, and putting your kids in the best position to win. Coach Lower and Lower, the quarterback as well, they deserve a huge shout out, and especially Coach Lower and that coaching staff. They do a wonderful job. They're putting their kids in the best place to win. Well deserved for the Fulton Steamers. Brock Mason, absolute star. Keegan Van Campen, linebacker and running back, unbelievable game. Jacob Jones, another one. They have a great kicker in Andy Kanaja. Cole Shipper, he's having an unbelievable season, not only on the offensive line, but also on the defensive line. He's had some key sacks and some nice tackles for losses as well. Let me see if I can go. Patrick Lower, quarterback, he extraordinary again. Two ways of athletes as well. As we talk about the Fulton Steamers, let's go down. I'm forgetting one more name on the Fulton Steamers, and it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. They've got another good little running back too. And a wide receiver as well. He's having a great season as well. Hopefully, I don't forget it. It'll be in an article. I probably put his name in an article in that. But yeah, Fulton, they look great, and I think a lot of people thought that Fulton wasn't going to do that good because they're going to the NUIC. But they did. They proved something. And the Fulton Steamers against this Ottawa Marquette team, I think for a Fulton is again. Stop the run. You guys know you guys can compete with them with the pass. You guys have the same athleticism, especially on that secondary. I think for Ottawa Marquette against Fulton, I think the big thing for Ottawa Marquette is the same way: stop that run. They got to stop that run, force them into passing situations, 3 and longs, and make it that field longer for a third down conversion. They cannot afford a short third down conversion, short second down conversion. And again, if you look at the rates, if you look at the third down conversion rate after the game, and you see that Fulton has an unbelievable conversion rate, that's not a good sign for Ottawa Marquette. On the Ottawa Marquette side, explore the field. Again, I think the big thing is going to land on Alex Graham, especially on his passing, and just find a way not to give up the ball. I think that's going to be huge for Ottawa Marquette, and I think it's going to be huge for Fulton. I'm expecting this game, most likely game in the 20s, I'd say, for 4 points. So, should be a good game. Make sure you follow Coach Big P and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'll be talking more about this game tonight on Deep Dish Football Live, 6 p.m. Thank you guys so much for joining, and have a lovely day.